Welcome to this Let's Play series on Calmsden Farm. This is episode 1 and I must say I've been looking forward to getting it started. So, I'm going to start here. This is the main house on the main street. I've already done a first look and a map tour on this map, so have a look back if you don't know your way around just yet. First of all, let's have a look at the settings. We are on... where are we? Yep, we're on normal difficulty. Traffic's on. Seasonal growth, yes, of course. 1 day months. I fixed the visual month just for the moment, just to really enjoy the map for the start. Snow is on, crop disruption on, ploughing, no, fieldstone, yes, lime required, and weeds all on. Ploughing required, no, off. It's one of those jobs that I could really do without. Don't really like ploughing, so I'll see how I get on with it. The fields on this map really are huge, so there's probably no point in killing myself. And all the usual stuff. Engine, auto start, off, and so on. So, let's race down to the farm. Let's go down there on foot. Just have a quick look around. This is the main junction. You find yourself on this map navigating from this junction quite a lot. Way to the left, again, is the main estate. Bunch of houses down there, and this is the sheep pasture right in front of us. So, let's get up to the main yard. At least the main yard for the arable farm. So we do start with 2 farmyards. One is specifically located right beside the arable fields, or the tillage fields, whatever you want to call them, and the other yard is right down beside the cow shed. It's a cow farm. So let's have a quick look at the map. Let's see what we own. So we start with 7 fields in total. So 2, 3, 6, and a bunch of other small ones. So that is the arable farmyard, and we do own a couple of small fields. So there's 4 small and 3 big. And then right down there you've got the cowshed. So we're starting right up there in the other yard. Now of the 3 big fields, 2 of them are already planted and in fact are ready to harvest. So let's have a quick look at what we start with. We are starting with 2 JDs, 2 30s and a 714 Fendt. I'm not sure why we have 2 identical tractors. Wouldn't usually be how I'd do things. I normally do a small, medium and large. But we'll see how we get along with that. We do also start with a very decent combine and a JCB telehandler. Again, JCB made in Britain. The Crampy trailer is the only one we start with. Now it strikes me as unusual to start with a sort of a dump trailer rather than a grain trailer, but we'll roll with it. I think it might be the first thing to go though. So, let's get straight into it. Let's get harvesting immediately. Let's get some money in. This is, of course, the field. I think this is our biggest field, and that's field 6 off in the distance. I'm not sure if you can see, there's the third of the big fields is up there and it's not planted yet. It's just in a fallow state. So let's get straight into it. Let's grab our combine. Very, very decent combine. I don't think I've ever had something this decent, this new. Now you'll notice I've got 113,000 in the bank. Why, you might ask? Because we start with 100,000. Well, I had a quick run around the map and I found 13 different collectibles already. They are dropped in all manner of different random places. I will not cover where they are. I'm sure somebody somewhere will publish a map showing exactly where they are, but where's the fun in that? So I'll do my best as I go along in this series not to give away the location of them. It's been more fun. So, let's see if we can get hitched up here. Let's grab... I don't know if I've got a hitch on this combine. It doesn't look like it. Nope, not gonna happen. So we'll have to grab a little Fendt. I say little, I think it's about 145 horsepower or 150, something like that. Actually, you know what we'll do? Let's send the combine down to the field. One of the really cool features of S22. Get a worker, not just to work the fields, but we can get a worker. Let's hit Y, pick a location on the map, the direction or rotation that they want to park, and away they go. So worker will take the combine down to the corner of the field and get parked up for us. How cool is that? Obviously it costs money, but it doesn't seem to be a crazy amount, although my money is ticking down there pretty quickly. So let's get started. Let's hook up the header trailer and let's get down to the field. Okay, up goes the header and we'll get the trailer out of the way and we should be ready to go. Here we are. Let's get started. You'd think by now I'd remember that I have to unfold the harvester before I switch it on. And away we go. We are officially started. So life on the Calmsden farm is officially a go. So this is quite a large field. So what I'm going to do is I'll probably race around the headland. Probably do maybe 2 trips around the headland. So at least that'll take out 2 rows at either end of the field. Just give a worker, then hand over to a worker, and at that point they'll have plenty of space at either side of the field or either end of the field to turn effectively. God knows you can never trust a worker. I do like to square off the fields for them before I hand over. So, as I say, this is quite a large field, so I might just quickly time-lapse the trip down to the other end. There we are. Okay, so we're down the other end of the field. You'll notice quite fortuitously we're right beside where our second yard is. So we own this yard on the left. Funny enough that there is a tractor and our trailer is parked there as well. Just so happens to be right beside the harvester as the harvester is nearly full. So, very nice indeed. Let's continue on and get to 100% first. We're getting further up this lane than I thought we would. Okay, there we are. Try not to destroy any crop. We're full. Let's pop out the chute. Or pipe, as people call it. I would always call it a chute. I guess it's more of a pipe when it's got an auger inside. So this is our second yard. This is the John Deere and the trailer. Now, let's have a quick look. Sorry, there's the telehandler as well. Very glad to have that here. Let's take a quick look. This is the cow farm. We've got all manner of triggers here. Not going to cover them all. Here's the animal trigger. See down on the right, you've got the feed trigger. Let's open the gate here. Oops, gate opens out. And in here you've got the automated milking parlour. It's quite cool. Way to our left, we've got the slurry tank. And this is the cow pasture. I very much like these open style cow pastures. I'm going to enjoy this, I think. So, that was a quick sideline. We're in the middle of harvest. We do have to get back. So let's grab the John Deere and the trailer and just get back out onto the field. And we're back. So let's get onto the chute here. And we've got first load. Emptying out quite quickly. It's quite unusual to have a kind of a dump trailer as a grain trailer. Again, it might be the first thing to go. So nearly there. Now that was one emptying of the harvester, and that trailer looks quite full. I don't know exactly what percentage. I kind of don't want to find out. I don't like the idea of having to cart off a trailer for every single harvester tank. But we'll find out, I guess, the hard way in a couple of minutes. Let's crack on here. Let's get back up to the end of the field, or to the headland. I'm going to take out one headland. One more headland, I should say, on either end, as I say, just to make life easier for the driver. And then we'll let him take over. At least we'll have a little bit more time then to run the grain trailer. Don't think we're going to sell the grain right away. I think we're going to store it. There's a little bit too much going on. We'll just take the easy option and tip it in the silo. So see, this field is reasonably rectangular, so the worker couldn't make a mess of that, could he? Answers on the postcard. So, we're full again. Now, ooh, shoot. I forgot to come back and check this trailer. It is fairly full, so we're not going to get a whole lot into it. Let's just empty what we can, and we'll try and race up to the yard and get back in time for the next load. Yep, crampy. And okay, let's just pick a straight line. Get most value for a worker if they're running in long straight lines, rather than angling them into a triangular shape and they spend the next 20 minutes of their lives charging you money and twisting and turning at either end of the field. So let's get them a nice straight line and we'll let them take over. Okay, away they go. I probably forgot to mention, I did forget to switch on the straw swath at first. So the first trip around the headland, half of it was switched off. So let's get this back up to the yard. Okay, we're struggling up a little bit of a hill here. And we're nearly there. So, back to the yard. Open up. So, this is a reverse in style silo. Sure, I will get to know my angles eventually. Now, on FS19, the seasons menu would tell you, predict when is a good time to sell. I don't think this, I haven't found an option for that yet, but maybe it is there. We'll find out. So I'm going to look at this trailer already. Now, that catches my eye already. That's about half the price. Well, less than, a little bit more than half the price. Okay, let's get pulled up here and we have a proper think about how we're going to do this. Because that trailer does need to go, and I think that's a really smart option. Now, let's see what this... Okay, this is worth 28 grand. Let's get rid of it. Just worth mentioning, there's a second-hand used machine sale option, and just see a T7 there at fantastic value. Now, that's caught my eye as well. Anybody who's watched my videos before will know that I am a demon for swapping in and out machinery on tractors. I do have two John Deeres the exact same horsepower, so, and I prefer to have a small, medium and large. This might be an option for me. So 2 John Deeres, 2 7,000. A couple of options on this guy. Okay, up over 300,000, or 300 horsepower, I should say. That strikes me as a very good option. Okay, let's just do it. We're going to have more horsepower and more money in the bank. I mean, that's probably a golden opportunity. So let's get rid of one of these. Don't suppose it matters much which one. Hopefully it's not the one down in the yard, the one beside the shed. Let's get us one of these. Some big horsepower. I think this is a good option. Okay, I spent a little time there messing about with the number plates, but we'll come back to that. And let's finally come back to the whole point of this was to purchase the grain trailer. So let's just get this deal done. Here we are. Now, this looks like a very smart rig. These two together can enjoy this. For anyone who's watched my videos before, you'll know that I really do enjoy trading machinery very often. A little bit too often. Here we go, first episode. I've gotten one trailer loaded and I'm already swapping. I've actually got a worker waiting for me in the field and I'm off trading equipment. So I've just brought up the map here. It's almost as though I don't know where I'm going. So look at this, these narrow laneways. I really do love this kind of landscape. It's beautiful. Okay, we're back in the field at last. This poor worker has been waiting for us for a long time. Yes, I'm liking this trailer a lot more. It's not feeling quite as fast. Okay, we've cracked on. This was a big field. This will possibly be maybe the last trailer load. We'll see how we get along with this emptying. Now let's get into position. Work has done quite well actually. He's cleared pretty much most of the field without leaving any of those little square strips at the end of each row. Now, big challenge. Look at the amount of straw. I only own a round baler, and I know that the square balers are really very expensive. I'm not going to plow this under because it's worth too much, but I really don't know what I'm going to do with it. So I think on that cliffhanger, I'll wrap up this episode. In episode 2, we'll try and find a solution to the baling, and we'll crack on with even more. See you then.